Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to the Weighted to Win show, brought to you by Betway. Got Len May on the line. We're going to talk about Hollywood Bet Scottsville on Sunday and see what the story is. 069 164 3272. I hope you're part of that group. If not, why not? Come and join us. This is betway.co.za. There's the QR code on the screen, and you just need your camera to scan away. It'll take you straight to the Betway website and open up your betting account. All right, let's get straight into the action now and talk about the meet. In terms of the first race on the card, the favourite here is number 8 from the Paulie Matchett stable. Iconic Winter. Calvin Habib's riding it, and they priced up on Friday morning at 16-10. But there has been quite a lot of talk for Ha La La, Dean Kannemeyer stable. Craig Zaki's riding this, and I see in the comments that Dean Kannemeyer says including exotics, and when he says that, you got to pay attention. Number 10, Buddy Boy. There was a comment from the De Kock team about Buddy Boy, and they say will need it further, has got enough speed to be competitive. So that's an interesting comment. But I guess based on what we see in the black and white, Len, that Paul Matchett's horse might be the right one.
Good morning, Clive. I agree with that. You know, she's finished 2 very good seconds in her last 2 runs. She had been off for a year prior to that, and she should be cherry ripe and power of beating on Sunday. Obviously, we don't know how good the first timers are, and I see that the Dean Kannemeyer charge Ha La La has been backed, or his second favourite at 18-10. So we don't know what we're getting, but as far as she goes, I think she's going to run a very big race, take a lot of beating.
All right, we've got our Bipot's bank of that in the Bipot perm. It's a 168 Rand cost. It's our only banker in today's Bipot. Favourite here, Serena Moodley's taking the favourite number 3, Royal Sword, to the gate in this race. It's for the Garth Puller stable, and they priced up at 14-10. 7, Toucan Tango, Nate Kotson, the trainer, and the Appy Low, 22-10, second choice. Cheers for the De Kock team, third favourite at 33-10. They bet 11-1 and better about the balance. There were comments for the first timers, and cheers. The De Kock team says will want further and expecting to be green. I see the other first timers, nothing to really write home about from the comments perspective. So that then, I guess, Len, will leave you with either Toucan Tango or Royal Sword. Which one?
100%, Clyde. Look, of the race runners, Toucan Chew and Royal Sword are the 2 that are most likely to make the most improvement. So unless one of the well-bred first-timers are above average, I expect one of them to win. Toucan Chew ran a very good race, having his first run since being gelded, and I would probably side with him slightly as my first choice, but I'm putting both of them in the Bipot.
Okay, well, let's put them in 3 and 7 for Len in his place accumulator here as well. There is a PA banker, but later on, coming up in the 4th leg, we bank at number 8, and that PA will cost 256. Let's move on to our next now. It's time to start up the pick 6 on the card. This is race number 3, and the race runs at about 1:30. Just in terms of what it is, it's a maiden plate, and it's over the 1,400 meters. From Friday morning's market, the favourite, I can tell you, is the one Active Grace. I've heard a bit about that. It's 19-10. Chad riding for the Glen Kotson stable. They're expecting it to win. Number 6, Tipperary. Second choice, 7-2. Joined to the 7, Mrs. Stormiatrix, 7-2. 2, Lemon Time is next in at 7-1. 8-1, number 10, Cool Wind. It could be the improver to date, Laughs Runner. The Hawam horse, number 10, Cool Wind. Expect improvement from that. And number 3, She's a Tracker. They bet 14-1 and 14-1 and better the balance. You like a bit of Active Grace, Lenny?
Yes, Clyde, I do. You know, I think she may have found it a little bit tough in the open maiden race last time, but now that she's back against her own sex, she should be a big runner. Last time reported to be distressed and coughing. So if all is well with her on Sunday, then I expect her to be hard to beat. The main danger to me would be the 7-horse Miss Stormiatrix, who made good improvement when she tried the blinkers last time. And I feel she could be the biggest threat to her. Look, there are others, but I think those are the two main contenders.
Main play. Okay, we'll go both 1 and 7 in the first leg of the pick six. No bankers in this pick six. It's a competitive Sunday card. 14.40 is the cost of this pick six. So it's a middle stakes. In a stakes race, number 2, Sovereign Grant appears to be the better weighted horse in the race, but it's a bit of a nightmare of a race, I think. Len can give us his opinion in just a minute. Let me quickly bring you up to speed with the Friday morning market. Favourite number 6, Warrior Royale, tops the boards at 3-1. 1, Celtic Beauty, second favourite, 7-2. 4-1, the 2, Sovereign Grant. Number 4, Magical View, Michael Miller got a couple as 5-1. And number 3, 1 Smart Cookie is next in at 8-1. We've got another 8-1 shot, 8 Perilla, and it's 10s and better about the balance. So Mike Miller got quite a strong hand here, Len.
Yes, Cloud. Look, as you touched on, I mean, it is a very competitive race. I've had to try and cut the pick six down. Otherwise, we're just going to be putting horses in each race. So we've got to cut it down somewhere. I found that the 1 horse Celtic Beauty, she's a classy filly. Unfortunately, she's been off for 4 months, so she could possibly need the run. Then Sovereign Grant, yes, she looks to be best at the weights, and I'm expecting her to run a big race, as well as her stablemate, the 6 horse Warrior Royale. Although at the weights, Sovereign Grant has a slight advantage over the Warrior Royale, I wouldn't be surprised if it had to come, if she had to pop up. But for the pick six, I'm going in 1, 2, and 6.
Okay.
But in the jackpot, I've decided to cover and put the field.
Well, fair enough. Okay, so the comment from Tony Riverland may need the run, 1 Celtic Beauty. So jackpot's Len has gone all those horses, as you can see, and that jackpot, as it looks, costs 320. On to race number 5. Yes, Friday morning. Number 8, Prankster, tops the boards for Gareth Van Zyl. 17-10 favourite. 9, Jane's Vision for Mace Roberts. 33-10. Number 6, Quentasia, is at 7-2. 13-2, the 1, Grew of Ice. Number 5, Mama's Baby is next best in at 7-1. And it's 20-1 and better about the balance. Open race again. I thought there would be a few that have got chances here, Len. I know you've also thrown it open. So just remind us again what you like. You want to narrow it down. If you had to float a single horse or something to that effect, which one would it be?
Yeah, Cloud, with due respect, it's a moderate Class 5 fillies event, and anything is possible. But I'm siding with... she's holding her form well. She likes the course and distance, and I think she'll be the one to beat. There shouldn't be too much between her and the Jane's Vision on the last couple of encounters. So I've decided to put the two of them and take a chance in this race. But, looking past them, anything can happen.
Okay, so we'll bring it down to those two. Here's a look at what Len recommends. It's the 8, Prankster. That's Len's first choice, ahead of 9, Jane's Vision. Those are the two. By 2 horses again in the third leg, by a lot of horses at the back. At 440 Rand per. This might be the jackpot to take. Okay, excuse me. Next race on the card. Somebody asked about some of the appies, new name appies around. Well, it's good to see some of the Qatari apprentices from Qatar, that is, making their debuts here. So we wish them everything of the best. This race is quite challenging. Race number 6 on the card. It's run over 1750 meters. It's a middle stakes, and at about 3:15. The market has got the favourite as follows. Let me bring you up to speed with Betway's latest story. 9, Plum Pudding is the favourite at 4-1. 10, Skittle Skies, 9-2. 5-1 about number 6, Tra Quat. Number 8, Bombers in the Sky, next in at 5-1. And number 5, Royal Invitation, is currently priced up at 6-1. 1, JP's Palace, 8-1. 8-1 about number 2, Q Wing. And there are a few others in here that are 10s and better. Stewie Ferry Stable is flying. but he's got an outsider who might have a bit of a claim here, a horse like Hod Podge, who's at 16 to 1. I know you got field here, Len, in one of your perms.
Yes, Clyde, it's another very open race with many of them capable of winning. The obvious horse, well, on form, I mean, is the 9-horse Plum Pudding, the filly. She's won 2 of her races in KZN and a close second from the third one. And she looks the one on paper to beat. Then we've got the 8-year-old Q Wing, who's holding form well, and he's got a handy galloping weight of only 53 year after the claim, and he should be in the shake-up. But my concern with him is that he's had 17 previous races at Scottsville, and he's never made it into the number 1 box. So there's a question mark with that one. You know, all of his wins have been at Greyville. Looking past these 2, I give chances to virtually the whole field. So, again, as I said, very tricky race.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, look, Plum Pudding, I guess, maybe found it a little bit far for her last time. So, back in the 1750, let's see how she may end up going here. But open race, swingers boxed 2, 6, 9 and 10. So, let's move on to our next now, race number 7, Apprentice D Stakes. And it's over 1,600 metres. Runs at about 10 to 4. On Friday morning, Betway have got them priced up as follows in the penultimate race of the day. Number 4, La Madalena, is top of the boards at 5 to 2. 5 Quinn's Time, second choice at 33 to 10. 7 to 2 about number 1, Ultra Quick. Number 3, Can You Do the Hula, is next in at 6 to 1. 7 to 1, number 6, Shiny Bob. And 10 to 1 and better about the balance. I think you narrowed it down, Lenny, to 4 and 5, didn't you? In the jackpot, I know it does have an open look, and there are quite a few that may have to go into the play, but in that second jackpot, we thought just the 2 runners.
Yes, Clyde. I like the way that La Madalena has been finishing off in her last few races, and she could now notch up her second win. To me, the danger could be the 5-horse Quinn's Time. He ran out an easy maiden winner and then was a little bit disappointing last time, but he's since been gelded, and this could work in his favour. Then the other horse that I thought had a chance was Shiny Bob. I think his last 2 runs have been a touch far for him, and coming back to this 1,600, I think he's going to be in the shake-up.
Okay.
So I've tried to narrow it down as best as possible.
Fair enough. 4 and 5, the principal play for us, but we are adding the 6 in to our box exacta play. Okay, hope you had a good Sunday. It's the lucky last. Hopefully Lenny can find us a nice priced horse maybe to look at that we can use as a floater for the last one on the day. We've got this horse, they bet 4 to 1 the field, Betway. On the Friday morning, number 5, Mahav Prince, tops the boards at 4 to 1. Second choice, number 3, Mvalelo, 5 to 1. 4 Run to Rio for the informs to be Ferry, 5 to 1. I think it's a 2 Tea Time Tipple that's next in here at 6 to 1, also from the Ferry stable. Then Andre Nell's got the 1 Karari's Dream, who's 7 to 1. And number 9, Record High at 8 to 1. 12 to 1 and better about the balance. Again, it's one of those races where you're going to have to take a close look at, including quite a few horses in here. But is there one maybe, Lenny, that you like, that we can maybe have a bit of a dip?
Clyde, as you've said, it's another very tricky race with many in with chances. But I quite like the chances of the 1-horse Karari's Dream. I think he's a decent value bet at his price. I think he's about 8 to 1. He ran a decent race last time over the 14. Now he's back over his favourite trip, and with a lightweight on his back, I really do think this horse can win. Just hoping he doesn't need one more run, but at 8 to 1, I think he's a decent each-way bet.
There we go. That's what we want to hear. Thanks, Len. 8 to 1. Maybe we can nibble away. Use that in trifectas, quartets. Otherwise, each way, Len's gone number 1. Karari's Dream right at the back. Thanks for watching Betway's Way to Win, everybody. Hope it's been a good weekend.